Hey guys! Oh. That was really weird. Anyways, hey guys, basically I changed positions because right now all of this is very, very messy. But anyways, as you can see by the title of this video, I am talking about my modeling experience that I've had for 2 years. Yeah. Hard to believe, ain't it, that I used to be a model, but I was, so shh. Before I start this video, all I want to say is that I am sick, so if I look like a piece of poop, bear with me. I started modeling when I was the age of 15, and I quit when I was 17. So let me bring you through the memory lane of modeling. What am I doing with my hands? Okay, so ever since I was a little girl, all I ever wanted to be was a singer. But I can't sing, so I gave up on that and decided to do modeling. So that is what happened. I lived in Malaysia when I was 15, and I decided to go and model. So I did that. Basically, I got into this modeling agency, and they were pretty big in Malaysia. When you sign in to be a model at this modeling agency in Malaysia, you have to follow some training courses. So I did that. It was actually pretty pricey, and you know, as a 15-year-old, I told my dad, and I was like, please, can I do it? Even though it was really pricey, I honestly don't even regret it, so oh, whatever. So after I did all the courses, which included like makeup, like you know how to like style your own makeup and hair, you have to do that. There was a photo shoot course, there was runway course, like catwalk, like how to walk, you know, on the runway and stuff like that. And there's also video, which is commercial wise. So I did all of these courses, and I think they took about like 6 weeks, I'm not sure. Through all these courses, I started getting jobs, and it was pretty cool. My first ever photo shoot job that I got was with a car. I was 15. I had to wear heels. Which were like boot heels that came up to like my knee. And then I had to wear this like dress, and my hair was like, I don't know, I'll just show you a picture. So that was that. That was my first ever photo shoot. Photo shoot? Yeah, that's what they're called, yeah. So that was amazing, and I loved it, but I was extremely exhausted. It was like my first ever professional shoot, so I was actually really excited. I got my hair and makeup done at like 7 in the morning, which I was extremely tired, and every time they put like eyeshadow on my eyes, it would feel really good with the... There was a bird literally flying like straight into this window, but it curved. Right, as I was saying, when they were doing my eyes, it would feel really good with the like soft brushes that they put on my eyes. So I would always like almost fall asleep, but I would try to wake myself up. And then after that, I had some more modeling gigs that I had to do, which involved like photo shoots and catwalks and stuff like that. But after a while, when I turned 16, I joined a modeling competition, which is called Face of Malaysia 2014. I was the youngest contestant, and it was pretty fun actually, and I loved it, and I didn't have any hope in myself that I would win because, you know, like all these people that were joining the competition were really good, and they were all like, they've all been modeling for quite some time and stuff like that. In the middle of the competition, things got really, how do I say this? Basically, as a 16-year-old, you know, model, I wasn't exactly the fittest. I wasn't skinny. And most of the time I would blame it on baby fat, but honestly, I don't think that was baby fat. During the competition, I started getting comments about my body backstage, about like how chubby I was, and I mean, I was 16, so like the things he said to me stuck with me, and my mind would like always repeat it when I looked in the mirror. So things started going like downhill from there. I started puking everything I ate. I didn't want to eat anymore, and if I did, I hated myself. I took laxatives, don't do that, because honestly that was not worth it at all. I did all these things to my body that I started losing my temper a lot because I was always hungry and I was always cold. I lost weight quite fast. I can show you a picture about like how skeleton-y I looked. I look back at all these pictures and I realized like how not fat I was. Like, I was actually skinny. But in my head back then, I thought I was like a whale. And it started like, you know, it started going downhill from there, and I was never happy. And I used to love doing modeling, and all of a sudden, like, after doing all these things to my own body, I didn't like modeling anymore, so I wanted to quit. After that, the competition, which was really fun, by the way, like, I met all these amazing people, and like, I still have them on like Instagram and stuff like that, and I can see what they're up to, and on Facebook, which is really cool. And like, I miss them because the competition took quite a while, like I would say like 3 months, and over the course of 3 months I became really good friends with them, and we went on a trip for a week, and it was honestly like the best trip ever. I remember like in the middle of the trip, when I was about to go to sleep, I started having a mental breakdown because of the way I was training my body, and my body couldn't hold it in anymore, so it kind of just bursted out. Like, texting my friend and saying like, I don't want to be here anymore, like, please help me, and she's like, Kim, you got this, and blah blah blah. And honestly, thank you for pushing me through, because it was the most amazing trip ever, and I loved every bit of it, and it was amazing. During the end of the competition, it was a live show, so basically we had to do catwalks and do like dances and stuff like that. You can go check it out. It's actually on YouTube, and it's still on, so go check that out. It's gonna be in the link below. You can see all the things that I was doing and how much I have grown. I became second runner-up of Face of Malaysia 2014, and that was pretty awesome. And there's a video of it. You can tell by my face that I did not expect it at all, because I kind of just stood there, like, looked around, and I was like, what? They just called my name. And I was really happy that I actually at least won second runner-up. Like, it was amazing. But during another live show, it was like of all the models in the agency, and they would call out like best female commercial face, best photo shoot, blah 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 blah, most promising female, stuff like that. And I actually won most promising female commercial face 2013. Here comes a plot twist. Well, not really a plot twist, it's just kind of like a regret that I did when I look back at it. Being a model and being able to, like, you know, call myself a model was a really good thing, but I was never really, you know, like, I was always insecure, and if people asked me, are you a model, I'd always be like, what? Where'd you hear that? What? So I was never really, like, you know, secure with my own body image and stuff like that. It was really cool because people started recognizing me, like, at malls, and they would always want to take pictures, and I loved it. I felt like a movie star. At the end of me almost turning 17, I would say, I started to not like modeling anymore because of all the things I did to my own body and how unhappy I was, because, you know, I couldn't exactly be myself, and I couldn't eat all these things that I wanted to eat, and it was really tough for me. I mean, I was 16 years old, like, you know. These models that I used to work with told me, like, smoking helps you lose your appetite, and I was like, what? No. So, I mean, after using all these, like, you know, laxatives and, like, purging, and I turned to cigarettes, and I was like, you know, if this makes me, like, stop eating, then I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I was 15 turning 16 when I first started smoking because of all this modeling stuff, and that was horrible. So because of all this modeling stuff that I did, I became really busy throughout the day, and I didn't even have time for school. So I started going to online school, which is homeschooling, but it would be online. I started doing that. I kind of lost all my friends basically because of all the school and the modeling jobs that I had. So I became lonely really fast, and that didn't really make me exactly happy either. Like, I was sad all the time, and I started like hating like this jobs that I did, and it just got too much at like such a young age for me, and it kind of just like, you know, I didn't want to be a model anymore. So I basically gave up modeling because I wanted to have a social life back, which honestly was the most stupidest thing that I've ever done, because I look back at it and like, I don't regret modeling at all, and I loved it, and it was amazing. And if we could all have like one chance to just, you know, go back in time, it would honestly be back to when I used to model, because that was the most amazing time of my life, and I loved it. But yeah, I miss modeling, and it was the best thing ever. That is basically my modeling experience, and I don't regret one bit of it. I might be ugly now, but I used to model, so you know what? And also, like, basically I have tattoos now, so I can't really model either. I basically just, you know, threw away my life goal to be a model because I love art on my body. That is my modeling experience, and thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave it down in the comment box down below, and I will answer them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.